Hey, what's going on YouTube? Black Magic here, and I want to welcome you guys to today's video where I discuss the top 5 upcoming PC titles within the next year or so that I personally am looking forward to. Now in today's video, I do have some Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon gameplay going on in the background. I hope you've liked what I've been doing with the channel and with these new videos as far as diversifying the gameplay a bit, while I essentially just kill time waiting for Battlefield 4 and Call of Duty Ghosts to come out already. I've got some good news for you guys in the next video actually about those games as far as some of my first ideas about covering each of the games, but like I said, that's for the next video, so let's go ahead and move forward with this one. So, kicking off the list at number 5 is Warface, a first-person shooter made by Crytek, which if you guys didn't already know, Crytek is the same company, or the same brand, essentially, that gave us the Crysis series. I actually played the beta for this game for a little while, and I really wasn't that impressed. Although I did see potential. From the few hours that I did actually play the beta, I noticed that the map just didn't really impress me at all. It really didn't have that good of a flow, and I felt like it was also a bit poorly designed too. Like I said though, I still hold out some hope for this game, seeing as how Crysis 1 and Crysis 2 were both really fun games to play. Crysis 1 was a little bit more fun over Crysis 2, but the third Crysis game just did not do it for me at all. I just don't know what it was about that game. I just didn't like Crysis 3, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. Hopefully the beta showed them exactly what they need to work on before it's scheduled for its 2014 release date. Now moving on to number 4 is Homefront 2. I'm a really big military first-person shooter nerd when it comes to my video games, and also I'm a part-time dreamer, so this blend of What If and AK-47s caught my attention quick. I'm happy to see that they're putting out a sequel, but it would be nice to see the performance issues lowered and the in-game dialogue make a bit more sense. For those of you that don't already know, there was quite a bit of graphic issues with the first game as far as things like screen tears, frame rate lags, and these were these issues, people were getting these issues were running mid-range to high-end PCs. All that aside, it also looks like Crytek UK is going to be taken over from THQ, so it definitely has some potential as Crytek is trying to, kind of take over. Hopefully they'll bring some better graphics to Homefront. Judging by games like Crysis 2 and Crysis 3, however, I don't know if we're really going to get an improvement on the story as far as the dialogue or just the overall plot in general. Coming in at number 3 is Nether, and if you don't know anything about this game, do not feel too bad because none of my friends know anything about it either. So Nether is a survival first-person shooter, and from what I've read about it so far, it can kind of be compared to games like DayZ. Now, me personally, I've never played DayZ or any online survival game like it, but Nether catches my attention in a way that DayZ doesn't, and I'll explain why. Even though I love zombies, I play Left 4 Dead 2, I've sat through hours of terrible dialogue in many zombie movies and many zombie TV shows, like The Walking Dead. Even though it's a great show, the dialogue in it from times can be kind of weak. I'm kind of burnt out on the zombie thing altogether, though. Now, the creatures in this game itself are called Nethers, and remind me of kind of like a demon shadow creature, so that's kind of interesting. And kind of a new take on the whole survival horror genre, I think. Even though no official release date has been announced yet, it is supposed to be coming out by the end of the year, unless development has pushed it back, which could very well be the case. Number 2 on the list is going to be Wolfenstein: The New Order. I've never played the original Wolfenstein, but this new one looks like it's a game that's right up my alley. I love World War II history, and I've kind of asked myself several times what the world would be like now if the outcome had been different. Well, it looks like Wolfenstein will give us a glimpse into this alternate universe as it takes us to the 1960s Nazi-occupied Europe. Another reason I'm really excited to play this game is because one of my favorite game developers, Bethesda, is the studio behind this game. I really quickly fell in love with the Fallout series, and I don't think that Bethesda is going to let me down because they have not done so yet. So finally we've come to number 1, and you cannot have a number 1 without PC shooting mechs. Oh my god, I am so ready for Titanfall to come out. For those of you that do not know, Respawn Entertainment is made up of mostly old Infinity Ward staff that were involved in making Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. So it takes two elements that I love and combines them together, military shooter and mech warrior style combat, and gives me a really awesome game that I am looking forward to next year, and I just cannot wait. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, I'm just getting really antsy because one of the first PC games that I remember playing is MechWarrior 2. And for me, the first time I saw the Titanfall trailer, I immediately wanted to play that game. It just brought back so many awesome memories of first sitting down on a PC when I was like 7, 8 years old, and just clunky, blocky graphics, and yeah, it's amazing. Anyways, guys, that is it for today's video. If you've enjoyed it, please do leave a thumbs up and like it. Hey, check out the description because there are links down below for trailers and or in-game footage for all the games that I just mentioned, if they are available out there on the internet, if actual legit video of it is out there on the internet. The links for those games are down in the description. Also, if you guys have not already done so, please do take a second and click the subscribe button. That way you're up to date on all the videos on my channel, and that also lets me know that you guys are supporting me. And I cannot thank you guys enough. I've reached 65 subscribers, I believe, by now. Cannot thank you guys enough. Anyways, that's it for me, guys. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.